What is going on, guys? It's King Foodle here, and in today's video we're doing something a little bit different. Now, I know you're used to me uploading all the weird shit that doesn't make any sense, it's just funny moments with me and my mates, but we're doing something a little bit different. You may or may not recall, I uploaded a video, like the best drift car in GTA, and that gained a little bit of traction, like 200 views, but that video in itself was completely taking the piss out of like the whole drifting system and the whole car system, because that back then it was absolutely shit. Like, you were only limited to LS, like the Los Santos customs and the Bennies, but now that they've put out all this LS like car meet shit and all these new cars and upgrades, you can actually get low grip tires to drift. Like, specifically, they've specifically made it so that you can drift. But there are two vehicles that I'm going to be talking about today and comparing, because those are the only ones, in my opinion, that have really gained my attention. Now, no, it is not that, and it is not this one. But this one, you can take to the LS car meet and get the HSV upgrade on it. So I recommend you do that because it's very good now. It's not the Banshee, it's not the off-brand 86. It is, in fact, the Wilford, I think it's called, and the off-brand RX-7. These are the two that have caught my attention the most, and I know what you're thinking. This, why the Wilford? Like, you know, it's absolutely dog shit. But I will show you. And it's not called the Wilford, it's the Willard. Fucking my bad. But price-wise, this thing costs close to 2 million, and this thing only costs like half a mil, I think. The first car that I did the video on was the Volker Nebula Turbo, and that is only 800k. But that was an absolute piss rocket, it was dog shit, so don't get that. Now, the Willard faction is not even half a mil, it's 36 grand, and it's on Bennies. You can make it look like dog shit, or you can keep it completely stock like I did. But I didn't really keep mine stock. 36 grand for, in my opinion, a really good drift car. But let me back that up for you. Customization wise easily goes to the off-brand RX-7 because, you know, it can go into the LS car meets. You've got so much shit that you can do to it. But this is, it's simple, it's clean, and I'll show you why. We're going to start with the RX-7 though. Have your doubts about the Willard, and yes, I crashed it on the way here, but the off-brand RX-7, in my opinion, it's very overrated. Now, everyone, I've seen plenty of videos, tweets, comments, blah blah blah, whatever, saying that this is the best drift car because, you know, Japanese boys love their Japanese RX-7s and shit. But this car originally is powered by a rotary engine rear-wheel drive, but they have made all-wheel drive versions, believe it or not. Well, unless that was a conversion, other than that, my bad. But this one is rear-wheel drive, and that's why it's so favoured for drifting. Now, I kept mine completely clean when I upgraded it, and it does have the low grip tyres on it at the moment. But we're going to try and drift it, and you'll see very quickly what I mean by this thing is just overrated. Immediately off the bat, you can just see it spins. It just wheel spins all of first. And then you take off. Very slow for taking off out of that. Now, I know what you don't want to do in drifting is speed. But, you know, spin out. You bastard! We're gonna stop here because in front of us we have a really nice sort of drifting corner here. And if you want, you can tandem it and go back up here, but I'm gonna go just straight to the left here. All I'm gonna do is have my finger half on the throttle and press R1, because what that does is it's pretty much a handbrake drift. I'm gonna call it that. But we're going half. Now, you don't wheel spin if you half put it on, but we're just gonna R1, and you've spun out. But I'm gonna try and control it as best as I fucking can with this corner up here. And I'm just gonna throw it out. Now, the thing with this that I've noticed is that once you get into a drift, it is incredibly difficult to hold it. Because you can and will spin out every time. So we're just gonna throw it here. It's like if you don't hold it, you'll spin out, and if you do hold it, you'll spin out. See what I mean? To the rear wheels, because if you do that, you will always spin out. Because I've got this thing full on turbo tuning and stage 5 upgrades. So what I'm going to do is take it to LS, and I'm going to get rid of some of the power on it, but I'm going to keep the non-stick tires on it. Los Santos Customs, blah blah blah. And as you can see, we go to engine tunes. We're on level 4. It's as much as I can get without going to stage 1. But if I'm not having any luck with all this downgrading, then I will go and I'll check that out. So we're just going to hit a few more corners, and we're going to see how it goes. Still spinning out. Okay. Fucking pedestrians always in my fucking way. It was okay. Now, getting rid of some of the power it's definitely helped. But you're still spinning out, and I don't know why. Around this corner, and we're just gonna spin out again. Hit R1. Never mind, that was my bad. Just completely fucked that up. Spun out again. To the left here. The most difficult thing to do in this fucking car is hold the angle. Because if you over angle it, you're gonna spin out. But if you under angle it, you're gonna spin out. Now spin out. And right. And then left. I held it all the way to the left. And I still couldn't catch it back. This corner right here. So left, right. You understand where I'm coming from? Tuck it right here, R1. Hold it to the right, and I still spin out. Now I know there will be pressed people in my comments saying, you're not drifting it right, you gotta do it this way, and all this fucking shit. But this is what the difference is between these cars that I'm about to show you, is that you shouldn't have to do all of this effort. Like, I get the effort of having to drift it and hold it and all that shit, but there's like a line where it's just too much effort to even fucking bother with it, to where it's just like not worth it if you even hit it. So it's like I shouldn't have to spend $2 million on a car and then an extra like 600k for upgrades just for this thing to just fucking spin out all the time, you know? But I can spend look, this thing can't even go up a fucking hill. Look at it. It is struggling. It's struggling to go up the hill. But that is with the low grip tires though. This thing may be better on tighter corners. Actually, every time. There we go. That was a good drift. Off, on. Off, on. Go off, on, and there's a fucking Mini Cooper in the way. Of course there is. I'm gonna whip it out here, off. Mine, that was my fault. Gonna go off, on, and it still spins out. Off, on, off. Too much acceleration on that corner. Here though, we go through off, on, off, and spin out. It's just holding it. It's just holding it is the hardest thing with this thing. Oh. Gonna chuck a little rot here. It spins out. I'm gonna take this to Los Santos Customs again, and I'll explain it when I'm there. Fucking issue with this car, and it keeps pissing me off, is that it keeps spinning out, even when I'm not even applying any like fucking acceleration whatsoever. So, as you can see, we have currently we got the fucking, what are they called? The low traction tires, as you can see, because just standard tires gives me fucking so much more. So what I'm gonna do is run full power on this thing with standard tires. Now bulletproof tires and standard tires do the exact same thing. It's just one's bulletproof, so I'm gonna run the bulletproof instead, just cause it is you know, it's just what I do. And we're back at full acceleration. We got 4 bars of top speed, fuck all braking, and 4 bars of traction pretty much. So I'm gonna try this again because really want this to work, I guess. It just feels so much better. Look at that! I can hold the angles! Doesn't spin out all the fucking time. Look at that! Spun out for the first time. Hold it! Look at that! Why couldn't it do that before? The tyres that were designed to do that, instead of fucking being absolutely shit. Shitbox. You've seen it with your own eyes. Why can the standard tyres do better drifting than the fucking low grip ones? I'm gonna do the exact same circuit I just did, which was up here, but this time I'm gonna do it with the fucking banana or whatever it's called, Farah or some shit. So I'll show you when I get that. Now this is the Faction Custom. It's the same car I was showing you before, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't really 100% know what it's called. It says Willard here, but when I get in it, it says Faction, but then on the side it says something else, so I'm just gonna call it Faction. But it's 37 grand. It's V8 to the rear wheels, I believe. I'll double check that. Good, yeah. Open that shit. Look at that. Twin turbo V8 to the fucking wheels. Now that is bloody beautiful, isn't it? I've made it a stanced out fucking drift car. It's a coupe, looks nice, it's clean, it's slick, but definitely more customization on the off-brand RX-7 in this game. But this, it's just clean, it's sleek, it's simple. Same as the other one if you want to keep it like that. Now you get in it and just listen. Yes, you can launch it like that. Bear witness. So if you want, you can do drag races in this. It is decently quick, but I'm gonna prove to you why this is better than every other drift car in the game. Turning right here. Look at that. That just feels good to do. Turning right. Look at that, man. So much better. Oh my god. But if you think there's something better than this, then feel free to comment it below. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna full send it around some corners, and yeah. Think I give a fuck?
Hello?
That. Look at it. Yes. hit me. Fucking. Why? Fuck. And I'm gonna use their track in there to show you. Arrived. This is the test track thing that you can go to. If you pull up your little menu when you're in the LS car meet. It's nothing but poles. No fucking cars, just poles. So now I'll show you some real shit. I'm gonna be honest, choosing between these two cars is quite difficult, and here's my reasoning. They both look good without the fucking gay. Fuck it. They both look good, they both handle good, and the RX-7 without the fucking stupid anti-traction wheels on it is good. It's good. Looks good. It's clean. It's simple. And you got the whatever the fuck this is, Willard, Monaro, fucking whatever you want to call it. They're both clean. Control would have to go to the Willard. Customization, RX-7, easy. Speed, RX-7. Acceleration, Willard. Looks, RX-7. Yeah, they're both about even, I'd say, in my opinion. So I suppose it's just up to you, and whatever one you want to buy. But in my opinion, they're both the exact same. Thing is that this only costs, what, 1,900,073. Well, 1,973,000 more dollars than this, and they both do the exact same thing. This is a bit slower, but it does take corners nicely, as you've seen. This is faster, but don't use on no, use this one on tight corners. Use this one on wide corners. Yeah, that's just all I got to say, I guess. They both do the exact same thing. They both feel the exact same, but they look different. So whether you like the Japanese shit or the whatever fuck genre that is, muscle, I guess, you pick. So thank you all so much for watching. Give me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section if you really want to. And if you have another car that I want to try out, message that down below, put it down. If you want to see any of these out in action, then I'll show ya. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Give me your opinions, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
Chrissy, wake up! Uh.
Why did you say it like that? Oh.